brights on. It's about 7:05 or so. It's not dark out there. The second car did not have its brights on. It is day 21, I believe. Tuesday, April 5th, 2022. I just want to briefly go over some wordplay with you and how it is obvious that the wordplay is sound. There's police codes, gang codes. There's occult cut-ups. It's interesting how some people act like the wordplay couldn't possibly be real when there are so many people coming out as occultists. The long fingernails, the kind of satanic way. You see it on the models, Versace models, Gucci, what have you. You see it as popular. You see people who work in various corporate locations. Brights on big time. They made it popular as well. Okay, so there's occult cut-ups. There's clan K-words, right? Ayak, they say, are you a Klansman? Akai, a Klansman I am, and so on and so forth. Okay, there's Masonic wordplay. There's cryptograms and anagrams in the Bible. Okay, there's meanings behind names. Moses meaning to draw out. They name things literally in many cultures. There are words in the cultures, and they name those people those words. Gang members sometimes do the same thing, right? Pimps. There's one pimp named Taco I saw the other day as I was scrolling through the videos on YouTube. Okay, so how do we know that I'm the Messiah? Well, first of all, there's genes and inclinations, tendencies, and proclivities. We'll get into that momentarily. What are you inclined to do? What is your tendency, right? A bird leaves the nest, starts flying, what have you. So let's look at the word emergency. Emerge and see. Emerge in the sea. When there is an emergency, a moral emergency, the righteous man emerges. Okay, timing, okay, is a martial art principle and a life principle. Focus, prioritization, a very key martial art principle. Prioritization. Do you prioritize the guy about to stab you on the side or the guy who's about to swing a sword? How do you address them both? You're going to address every threat, but in what order? Okay? Things like this, right? What move are you going to do? You're going to dodge them both at once? You're going to block one, dodge the other one? Okay, who are you going to stab first? Prioritization. What do you put first in life, right? God must come first. People who don't put God first aren't inclined to put God first. Therefore, we can rule them out as possible, as possibly being chosen by God. They try to confuse this in Christian popular culture with Saul and so on and so forth. It does not work like that. A turtle doesn't magically turn into a bird. Either we see the signs the whole life, or we never see them at all. Emergency, right? Urgency, urgency. Why would a predominantly, okay, this guy's just bright lights on. Why would a predominantly Christian culture put these words in their Latin-based, right? Latin, the Romans, the tree that killed Jesus, the Neo-Roman culture. Anyone who conforms to a Neo-Roman culture, instead of seeing this as an urgent situation where you must rally to God's Son, right, is wicked to their very core, their soul, their heart, their essence. Emergency and urgency. Also, response ability. Response ability. Nobility, agility, and ability. Now here's a little bit more complicated because vow, second word El meaning Lord, El also meaning the Canaanite deity that many fools think that they're supposed to worship. El, right, is devil is actually a play on words for El, right? Saturn is a Greek or Roman counterpart. Saturn, Cronus, okay, is a play on words, many would say, for Satan. Satan. Who are you? Satan. Okay. Zeus, the son of the devil, meant to replace him. This is why God is depicted as Zeus in their pagan, Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel, for example. You often see how God is a big white guy with a beard looking like Santa Claus or something. God, Baal, Baal, Saturn, Santa, are connected. And Zeus, like father, like son, resembles Saturn. So Satan is Saturn, in a sense is Zeus, like father, like son, okay? To make a long story short, Zeus took on different forms, and the simplest way to explain it, sorry if I'm confusing you, is that Zeus is Saturn. Just like Zeus is said to have an alter ego, Hades. Zeus is Hades. He changes forms, right? He lives forever, right? Zeus is Hades. He is Dionysus. He is Saturn. The spirit of Zeus is the spirit of the devil. And the Greco-Roman lines are said to be some of the main followers of Satan. Okay? So if they cling on to Western culture fanatically, they worship the devil. If they don't rally to me, they worship the devil. Okay, this person had daytime running lights on. You can tell by the location of the light. But they're bright as brights on. They're bright as brights are. And I don't think that's legal. Okay. So there's that. Now, so we look at Val L. Val meaning, okay, this guy has brights on and daytime running lights. Oh, this guy has brights on. Val L, right? Val L. Alphabet is your alpha Satan, the Western system spirit, okay? And the spirit of all nations in the world at this time, and until the world goes extinct, okay? Until people go extinct, it will always be Satan. There's no way back. We'll get into that. It has to do with proclivity. Proclivity. Pro-clue at vi. Also, we can get the word live from it, from the word proclivity, right? Anagram, right? You can get different words as we interchange the vowels, you know, they're interchangeable. For example, Set in Egyptian culture used to be written as just ST as the story goes. Then they add SET, SETH, Suty, SUTY, and so on and so forth. Set, sat, seat, sit. You know, who sits on the throne publicly? Woe to you when all men speak well of you, because that's how their ancestors spoke of the false prophets. So proclivity, what are they vying for? And we also get the word love. They say, hey, your conceptions of love are erotic desire, they're stupid Cupid, they're stupid. There's a bunch of dumb whores, okay? A gold digger is like a hooker, but smarter. The word house, ho-use. Okay, home, ho, second word me, obviously not me. And game, first word gay, second word me, obviously not me. I am not gay or bisexual or anything like that. Brights on. So you see, what is your tendency? Tendon. You know, that's a tomb dawn. Right, the light, the path of the righteous is like the morning sunshine ever till the full light of day. That guy had some kind of brights on. His lights were bright. Brighted by like 75% of these cars here. You see the sun. You should be able to see on the road. It is up. You know, there is no mistake here. The video isn't showing it as light when it's not. It is actually the morning time. Brights on with the blue light. Those tend to be brighter than the white light. So the blue light's this guy's brights on, or yellow light. The blue white is the brightest from what I gather. White is the second brightest, and often and that's what I've noticed. And yellow is the old lights that people older vehicles have and whatever are the least bright. And this guy, his lights are bright-ish. Okay, so these guys all are Satan worshipers, riding the state goat, if you will. Giving oral sex to Uncle Sam instead of manning the fuck up. Okay, so we know they are not the children of God. Now, what percentage of them you think go to church, right? Lots of these people go to church. Some of these people are preachers and pastors and priests. Okay, they worship the fucking devil, just like liberals who worship the fucking devil openly. Okay. There's no mistake here. I am the Messiah. I responded masterfully and with precision. I clarified that the Bible is figurative, why they propound, why they spread the despicable falsehoods that Jesus is a white guy, that Jesus comes back on a cloud, that, oh, the image doesn't matter when Satan tries to confuse people using the image. It is a false idol meant to get people to conform to Greco-Roman culture and Neo-Greco-Roman culture. Is it a coincidence that in the movie Matrix, the main character is called Neo? Neo what? His black hair like the Greeks and a lot of the Romans, right? Italians, right? And Jews. He's a Greco-Roman archetype. He's a Satanist. And he's doing his own pansy version of martial arts. I do martial arts, guys. Come on, guys. I'm Neo. Come on, guys. Come on. Fucking cowardly. We also know by who's sitting back. I'm a rich person. I think I'll wait till the Negro has been removed, and I'll pretend that I am Jesus. Yes, then I'm Jesus. Then yes, it's fucking retarded. But of course, we will pretend it too. Yes, but of course. Somewhere in Israel, there's probably a guy pretending to be Jesus as well. Are you pushing a Palestinian from the back? A kid. You know what I'm saying? Fucking stupid. How can you who are evil say anything good? Is what is it in the Bible? Cush begot Nimrod. Nimrod founded Babylon. When Babylon was the great that did not fall. Nimrod was a mighty hunter before the Lord. By the time he got to that region, he made Babylon the Great. Then a bunch of bootlicking sages and mages and assorted pagan witchcraft ninnies were like, oh, Babylon. Oh, let's whore everybody. Oh, I'm a bitch. On some bitch-ass shit. That's why in Nahum, they said Cush, who begot Nimrod, had a strength that was boundless. God Almighty. Not some punk with a slingshot. Notice they leave out the part that David would bash lions on the head and rescue sheep from their mouths. And they focused on the slingshot like fucking Harry Potter Frodo Baggins would. Pathetic. Pathetic. He said the devil's a roaring lion. Is it more respectable to strike someone down with a sling and they never had a chance to swing on you? Or is it more respectable, ladies and gentlemen, to rescue sheep from an angry, starving lion's mouth? I should not have to explain this stuff. The path of the righteous is like the morning sun, shining ever brighter to the full light of day. The righteous person does what's right, and as time goes on, he gets better at doing what is right. Like you see in my videos, 2009, Illuminati Part 1. Wasn't a master presentation, but it was pretty good. My presentations started to improve until they sabotaged me around, was it 2017 or so? About 5 years ago. When I started having to wear glasses, they fumed me heavily. I was crippled and blinded for several days. And then after a while, my vision came back and those fumes in the air. They were fuming me remotely to make sure my vision didn't return, and they were trying to coerce me. Okay, they're saying, you're at our mercy. Do what we say. Do what we say. And through sabotage, you see the evidence of me trying to of me getting better, me being more experienced at doing right. However, if it wasn't sabotage, these videos would be far better. Anyway.